$800. That's right. It's $800 for a collector booster box of Final Fantasy. Or at least it was when I bought this one. I actually paid closer to $850 for it. It's been a week since the set released. What's this currently going for on online marketplaces? Oh my God. It's 12 booster packs of standard. 12. Why? It's not a master set. Do you remember when I was angry about them increasing the price on modern masters to like $9.99 a pack from $6.99? And I was like, this is an outrage. $9.99 for a pack of modern cards. Ridiculous, I said. And now here y'all are paying this much for 12 booster packs of standard. I did a giveaway on my Whatnot stream where I gave away 5 winners a choice of either a collector booster box of Final Fantasy or a brand new PlayStation 5. Want to know the results? All 5 of them picked the 12 packs of standard. Anyone want a PlayStation 5? Apparently not. Oh my God. How is this? All right, well, we're gonna open this one up because this is, no one wants this. But we're gonna open this up and we're gonna see if I can get the amount, well, not that I paid for it, but the amount that it's currently selling for. You think I can do it? Apparently 5 of you do. Will we get there? How can I afford to do it? Wait till you see the ad. There's an ad. But, you know, I'm gonna guess prices and I'm maybe gonna complain about some things. And you know what? I'm gonna praise some things too, because there's positive stuff. Oh, I'm probably gonna complain. You're the one who clicked the video. You know who I am. You know what this channel is. You know what don't get mad at me because you came here to watch this. I don't think that's fair. You are the ones coming here for the professor complaining about Final Fantasy prices. So, oh, you're so grouchy. Well, shit, yeah. Is this new? All right. We're gonna try and be a little positive as we play the Final Fantasy Collector Booster Box game. Oh, it's Casual Prof. Hey, what's the matter? Aw, I just saw Marvel Thunderbolts this weekend and it was really sick, yo. But why is that a bad thing? It's a great thing, but now I'm sad because I wish I could be a Marvel Thunderbolt. Well, maybe you can't be a Marvel character, but now you can play as one. What? Yeah, with Marvel Strike Force, sponsor of today's video. You can assemble your very own team of your favorite Marvel characters and fight to save the entire universe from threats like Doctor Doom and Apocalypse. Power up your characters, which will let you complete more missions. It's the best. You can even play against other players in PvP modes like Alliance War and Arena. Wow, that sounds radical indeed. And you said you liked Marvel Thunderbolts, right? Well, I've got excellent news for you. New characters are constantly being introduced to Marvel Strike Force, and guess who the characters are for June? No way! Yes way! This June, Marvel Strike Force is giving away Red Guardian, Elena Belova, Ghost, Taskmaster, and yes, the Winter Soldier himself, all for free! Just use promo code BUCKY to unlock these 5 powerful characters. This is an exclusive code, and it's only available for a limited time, so don't miss out. I'm doing it now. I'm doing it right now, all right? I'm doing it right now! While he's busy doing that, check out these sweet gameplay videos. There are so many ways to battle with your favorite characters on Marvel Strike Force, from campaigns to Blitz to Arena. There's also Alliance War, a massive weekly alliance battle, as well as raids and the Cosmic Crucible, where you can go head-to-head against other players in a tournament setting. Right now, you can also unlock the latest legendary character, Quasar, for free by competing in the Harbinger event. Use my link in the description or scan my QR code here to download the game for free now and start unlocking these free characters. Thank you, Marvel Strike Force, for sponsoring this video. Okay, I am triple checking that everything is recording because unlike other collector booster box games where if I make a mistake, it's happened at least once and recorded an opening without turning on the cameras or my audio, you know, it sucks. You gotta go spend another couple $100. Let me check my audio levels. Okay, great. But here, this is in the $800 range, okay? It's show the price one last time that we're using editor. Oh my God, here we go. Okay, I'm triple checking again. Red light, red light, red light. I don't even want to guess prices as I go through this. It's crazy. We are recording this after. Oh, I cannot believe this. It's like, it just feels wasteful. It's not, I love Magic, and I love Magic cards having value, but this is like, it feels like it's too much to me. It just feels like there's a point where even if I get $1,000 in this $800 box, is that really worth it? I don't know. It feels like it's too far. It's cool to spend $4 on a pack and, oh, I pulled a $20 card, you know? Or spend $4 on a pack and I didn't get $4 in value at all, but I got cards I can play with that are cool. And somewhere along the line, we ended up here. This is after launch, so this is probably going up for you a week after launch. Our day is actually that we're pulling prices probably the Wednesday before the Friday that this goes up. And yes, people ask, where do we pull our prices from? Is it TCGplayer Marketplace? And predominantly, yes. We're not sponsored by TCGplayer. We're sponsored by Card Kingdom. Card Kingdom, who has a union and welcomed its union. I'm actually going to chat about that in a moment, but let's do at least one pack where I guess prices. Editor, show everything. I don't even know. All right, that's cool art. I actually really like that art. I actually really like this card too. It's a good card. Tella, Great Sage. I don't even know. Is that the alternate art or the inset art? It's got to be, I'm going to guess high. $15. $15. I don't know if, I hate the way these cards look though. These little screen grab cards, they looks like a fake thing. You know, one time, my mother-in-law bought a pack of Pokemon cards for my kiddo, and he opened them all and was so excited. He's like, whoa, I got a Charizard and a Pidgeot and all these big things, and I could looked at them and they were all fake. And she picked it up like she was downtown at one of those little boutique stores or something. And they were all, the paper felt bad and I didn't have the heart to tell them they were fake. So I was like, yeah, cool, buddy. You know, and this looks like those fake cards. I don't even know what the hell this is. I can barely read this. Carpet of Flowers. $10? That's not, is it foil? I can't even tell. This is, I think, not foil, editor. You can double check because you'll have it in front of you. Gobez, Crystal Collector. Another one. Is this the super art? There's so many styles too. It becomes hard to know what's what, but I think this is, well, that's a pretty good one. Let's say $8.50. All right. These are the big ones. I think what we really want though are the names that even I, a non-Final Fantasy fan, recognize. So I think this is only $18. It's not even foil, but 18. Let's say $18. And then this is definitely $5. All right, the Wind Crystal. Been there. Maybe about an $8 card in foil. So, hang on. If this is $800 divided by 12, all right, I'm gonna do some maths. Oh, and Full Art Land, you know my rule. It should be $2. Is it $2? It's beautiful, by the way. That one's very pretty. All right, so if it's 800, it's probably more than 800. It's probably like 850. But 800 divided by 12 booster packs means we need 66.66. What an apt number. Are we at $66? No. And now we're going into, oh, wow, it's Vanille. I played her in my Final Fantasy episode of Shuffle Up and Play. And that's really cool art. That's awesome. That's got to be like and she's part of the meld for Ragnarok. Come on, that's got to be a $30 card in this big, expensive $800 booster box. Show me $30. All right, now we're into, oh, she's an uncommon. She's no $30 card. I take it back. Show me $10. I take it back because she's an uncommon. Now we're into the uncommons. Are there uncommons that we need to be keeping an eye out for, editor? You're going to have to keep that eye out for. I will go through every pack, but if it's less than $2, we don't want to bother showing the price. So you're going to just have to keep your eyes open, editor. And people in the comments, if the editor misses something, can shout out, add up how that would have changed the box tally. That's called good engagement. But I don't think anything here. Is this foil King of the Dwarves worth more than $2? I don't think so. Is this Ash, Princess of Dalmasca, worth more than $2? I don't think so. And if it's not, if I'm correct, and none of these worth more than $2, then the question you have to ask yourself is, why are they even in the $800 box? Blitzball, it's common. It's foil. I bet this is not $2. And if it's not, what's the point? What is the point? So we are using, we like to use for booster box games, both collector, and we're going to do an old-fashioned one for Final Fantasy. So stay tuned for that. I think we've found a way to fix them and have me chat during them and stuff. I will not be naming prices in this, editor. You'll just have to show it, keep a tally. And people ask, like, where do you get your prices? And we used to use a combination of like eBay, TCGplayer, and like Star City and Channel Fireball used to be a little more relevant price-wise. But over time, it did just turn into the best way to use and get prices was to use TCGplayer market price. Because it's the marketplace, online marketplace, and it's a good way to show value. I'm not sponsored by TCGplayer. I'm sponsored by Card Kingdom, but Card Kingdom is not an online marketplace. They do have prices, and my sponsorship with them is a handshake. And I've said this before, not all of their prices are the best. Some of them, though, are really good. They often have a lot of availability of some really cool deals. And then sometimes it's like, no, I'm going to shop elsewhere, preferably at your local game store. Although with Final Fantasy, as crazy as it is, I've been saying the local game store gouging is ridiculous. And you go into Best Buy or Target and people are reporting this and getting, MSRP pricing, which is in some cases hundreds of dollars less than TCGplayer market pricing, than your local game store. And I hate to say it, but that's why when I do my shout out for shop at your local game store, I don't say no matter what. I say when it is reasonable, when it is affordable to do so. Like, there's a big difference between, hey, I'm going to pick up this card. It's $3 each. Oh, my local game store has them for $3.50. Well, I'd rather spend that $3.50 instead at my local game store instead of $3 on TCGplayer or Card Kingdom or Star City Games or Cool Stuff Inc. because I'm supporting that place I hang out at. So that extra 50 cents per card, my game store's cool. I play here. I want to keep it employed. So sure, I'll pick up those singles there for 50 cents more. But when it's $900 or whatever for a collector booster box, oh God, I got to guess on this. This Stilt Skin. Look at that. Now that, I got to admit, is adorable art. This is a really cool commander. If you haven't seen our video on the best commanders, check it out. Is this $15? Well, I'm going to put that one aside because I'm building a commander deck. And anyway, I'm not going to guess all the prices though. So that's the idea. And the reason we use marketplace pricing is it gives us a little bit of a basis of what the average for card sales are. But as TCGplayer started shifting to pre-sale, which they didn't used to do, the pre-sale prices are ridiculous. They're not what you should ever buy. There's no situation where there's like one card out of 1,000 literally. Oh, it was at pre-sale for $2, and then it turned into a big modern card or something, and now it's $20. That almost never happens. It happened back before Commander a lot more, but pre-sale prices is always more expensive, and I'll never do the booster box game using pre-sale pricing. It's ridiculous. Just ridiculous. And you can't sell it for that, and you shouldn't buy it for that. But for having to do our Commander prices and stuff, we need the review to go up the day of. And so we have to use pre-sale pricing, and we take that into account. And we try and show other data to help you make an informed decision. So that's the setup, right? And now here's the pitch. We were gonna do a video on it, but the union settled right when we were getting ready to record it. But TCGplayer shut down because they were bought by eBay, who also bought Channel Fireball. And they shut down their distribution center. And I'll have some links to this information. But there was a lot of issues with the TCGplayer union, and eBay is notorious for union busting. And a lot of people claimed that they were just shutting down this long time, I believe in Syracuse, distribution center because it unionized, which is in line with other tactics eBay has taken. The union called for a boycott. And we were going to do a video where we were going to try and do like we're pro-union here, very much so. And we stand in solidarity with the union, and we were going to talk about it and share it. And then they settled, and the union said, all right, we reached an agreement. But I don't know. I'm going to stop short of offering my commentary on the agreement, because there is this side though that they all got compensation, which is great. We like that. We like to see it. But they're still shutting down that center, it sounds like. And that's not great. That's less great. There's another vanilla. I wish I had the other part. This one is not in foil. So people were saying they don't want to shop at TCGplayer, definitely when they were following the union's call for a boycott during the strike. And Card Kingdom, sponsor of this channel, does happen to be a union shop. Card Kingdom welcomed the union. Now, you can go find all kinds of articles, and yes, I am sponsored by Card Kingdom. I'm also pro-union. That's one of the reasons I am sponsored by Card Kingdom, and have been over the years, is I like Card Kingdom as a company. They're, a corporation, and so they're still inherently evil. Sorry, #sponsored. But they're less evil, and they're independently owned and operated. I know many of the people who work at Card Kingdom, both in the distribution. Whoa! It's a surge foil. There we go. It's a Dion. Look at that in the surge foil. And it flips into this cool Saga Radical. So what is the value here for this surge foil? $50. I have no idea. I'm just going to say swing big. Show me $50. Boom. That's why this is so expensive. Oh, boom. Huge. All right. Deadly Dispute. Less so. $5. Oh, Tifa. There she is. Beautiful. Beautiful card. Now, Aether Drift, take note. That's how you do gold. That looks like gold, not piss. What is that? Got to be like a $20 card, right? I know. I said I wouldn't guess prices. They're pretty. I like this set. I just don't like the cost of this set. Yeah, these are so beautiful. Again, my issue is the pricing. Even as a non-Final Fantasy fan, I can admit this is cool. I want to play Final Fantasy on my Super Nintendo. My issue is the pricing. Anyway, and my issue with non-union versus union and all this stuff is there were issues with Card Kingdom forming its union, but at the very least, when workers said they wanted to unionize, Card Kingdom's reaction was they published this article saying, we welcome the union and the talks with the union. And whether or not we agree with this being the best thing for our workers, we are about that philosophy. And then, as they enter into negotiations, there were definitely things where they said they're stalling, they're strong-arming, this and that. But TCGplayer and eBay did some terrible if you compare to those articles things where they spread misinformation, they threaten to fire people, all this stuff. And you never know the full truth, but I'll always side with the union account of things. So even though when Card Kingdom formed its union, there were definitely, reports of were they doing it perfectly? Just doesn't sound like it, and probably not. But they tried. They at least put forth a good foot. And at the end of the day, they did get a contract together. They did get an agreement together. And since then, they've been humming along nicely. So yeah, I am sponsored by Card Kingdom. And if you'd like to support that sponsorship, I got my affiliate link, cardkingdom.com/TCC. You can at least use it to look up prices. And yeah, some things at Card Kingdom are more expensive. Some things are cheaper. I like to highlight some of that stuff. Is this another Sergi? We got another Sergi. It's Vincent Valentine. Is that $35 for our cool, awesome, whoa, look at what he flips into. That's $35. Ah, $35 to justify the price. Ooh, it's Kefka Palazzo. It's kind of cool. Is that a $20 card? I said I wouldn't guess prices. Ooh, Sephiroth, but it's not. So the big special treatment of Sephiroth is worth a lot. This one's only $17.50. Only $17.50. All right. So that's my thought. And, I always say, being sponsored by Card Kingdom, and if I were sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc. or TCGplayer, well, I'm not going to be sponsored by TCGplayer, but it's even now, especially not now, I'd say the same thing. Regardless of who I'm sponsored by, look up the prices, go down to your local game store, and do the best thing. If your local game store is where you should spend your money first, which I even say in my videos, even if they're a couple cents more. If they're too much more, don't do it. Or if they're a toxic, terrible place, don't do it. And that's my belief. And that's my thing. And if you do shop at Card Kingdom, you're shopping at a union store that is not union busting and that has welcomed the union and that did they have some stall tactics? I don't know. It sounds like it's a company. Companies and unions, this. But you can either be like this or you can literally do some of the stuff that apparently happened when they tried to unionize at TCGplayer. And now, the other thing that is not really being said is, with the closure of the distribution center and the relocation, even though they did at least pay everyone off and give them compensation, that they said, okay, the union gave the thumbs up to the compensation package, is TCGplayer union now, or did they successfully, get rid of their unionized workers? These are questions you should be asking when you do your shopping. As far as our pricing is concerned, we just want to use a marketplace pricing. We can't use Card Market. If you're in the EU, you're watching this in the EU, check out Card Market. They're the EU marketplace, but it doesn't work because I'm in the United States and I'd like to use US pricing. And there is definitely a difference there. I can't tell if these treatments are foil. That one is. God, they look so ugly though. This screenshot one. It's too bad. There's Dion again. So those are my thoughts. I don't know. Should I have said all that stuff? It's the sort of thing where it's like, maybe Card Kingdom's going to be real pissed that I said things like some of their stuff's more expensive, but you're also supporting a union shop. And also Card Kingdom does an enormous amount of charity work through largely both Card Kingdom and Mox Boarding House. Now, Mox Boarding House is their physical location. That's the other thing too. Card Kingdom is a local game store. They just call themselves Mox MOX Boarding House. And they have locations in Seattle, in Ballard and Bellevue, and here in Portland, Oregon. It is my local game store. But I also say if you're in Portland, Oregon, go check out Portland Game Store. Go check out Red Castle. Go check out, I love top of the line games, Total Games, because I buy my retro video games there as well as stuff. I'll say that stuff. I don't care. We have our handshake is I get to say whatever I want. When Card Kingdom did products, there were some I loved and gave an A to, like their battle decks, which I think they've brought back, so you can check those out. And then other ones that I was like, that's a C. That one I don't like so much. I reviewed Star City products and gave A's to it, even though it was a competitor. That's a long time ago, of course. But that's always been my deal. And if I were to sign with anyone, in the future, if Card Kingdom gets mad that I'm talking like this, which I don't think so, but if they did and they're like, we're done, whoa, we got him. We got him. He's foil. It's Cloud. All right. I believe these are the big money. It's either this or it has to be Surge. I don't know. I'm going to say $200. $200 for Cloud. There he is. He is the Final Fantasy star. He is the finality of Fantas. $200 card. I'm going to look it up right now. Right now on TCGplayer. Look, it's a marketplace. All right, is that one? No, that's not the one though. Is that the one? There we go. Oh, this is saying, well, it's on eBay. Okay, I got eBay. Oh, I Googled TCGplayer, it brought up eBay. Tells you everything you need to know, and it's telling me 71 bucks. I just had to know if that was like a $200 card. So it's only 71 bucks. All right, there's our Wall of Omens. Less than 71 bucks. So I don't know. I hope people know that if nothing else at this point, regardless of who I'm sponsored by or what deals I have, I just say whatever the hell comes into my head. And I'm honest with you. Like, I did my review of the Gamegenic Castle and people are like, yeah, they're who made the academic for you. And I'm like, yeah, because when I went to make a deck box, I went to who I think that's badass art. I went to who I think is the best manufacturer of products overall today, and that's Gamegenic. And I still review their stuff, and if you don't trust that I'm going to give an honest thing, I mean, it was an agreement where they worked with me. I'm not going to say for me, but I was like, I want to make this deck box. I want to work with you. You know, it wasn't a sponsorship or anything. And I reviewed the castle and I liked it, and people were very upset because they liked the Stanley, which I also introduced to people instead. And people are saying in that video, which drove me crazy, people were saying, oh, you're biased because of Gamegenic, the Stanley's better. And I'm like, MFer? This is the same video where I'm showing the Stanley. I'm showing the Stanley. I'm showing the Stanley's prices. I'm showing the Stanley's capabilities next to the castle. I'm saying I like the castle and I like the Stanley too. You have two different products that do two different things. You may pick the best one for you, but the castle isn't a piece of junk. It is more money than the Stanley, but you have to buy two Stanleys to get all the compartments you need to match the castle, so then the Stanley is suddenly similar in price, and the Stanley is not available internationally. And it's just like, everybody has to be so cynical and not go, oh, it's nice that there's a new option. It's nice that Gamegenic, who makes high quality items, has made something that is Stanley-like, you know, and now we have this option out there. That's all it has to be. But it's just like, man, it's not like because they made the academic for me that I'm like looking at some piece of junk item and calling it gold. I'm saying, I think this is great. I wanted something smaller than the Stanley. But I also love the Stanley. I also showed off the quiver in that video. I love the quiver. I was the one who first reviewed the quiver. The quiver was made for poker cards originally. I'm the one who found the quiver and was like, this is great for magic cards, and brought it to the attention of the Magic community. Like, you know, and it's more expensive than the castle. And people are like, oh, I love the quiver, but I don't like that the castle's expensive. And it's like, the quiver's more expensive than and it's great. They're all A items. Isn't it wonderful to have multiple choices of quality items? How are we talking about this? We were talking about unions and TCGplayer and eBay and $71 things and local game stores charging $850 for this. I've got 3 packs left. 6, 12, 18, 200. Am I at $600? There's no chance on God's green earth that I am at $600. All right. Going forward, editor from this pack, take the box total down. Take it down. You'll still show the prices, but everyone's gonna have to just try and remember and think that way when we get to the final guess. But there's no way that we are at that much. Just no way. Even with that $71 Cloud. Maybe, I don't know. I only have 2 problems in Magic. And it's cost, access through cost. And the other problem is I don't, It isn't that I don't like Universes Beyond. I would have rather had Universes Beyond stay away and stay that we were focusing on our own stuff. But fine, you got to do it. You do it. I wish they did it less, and I wish they did it classier. I wish they did it classier, where it's like, you know, every year there's a summer set. That's either a set like a box set or a commander set. Secret Layers, they had them working. I just don't like the manufactured scarcity. They can fulfill all those orders, and they used to. People forget they used to not have a line. They used to always make it so that everyone who wanted the Secret Layer could get it. And they intentionally changed it and claimed it was to serve you better. And that's my problem. I don't hate Magic. I love this game. I hate people telling me you should quit playing this game, F this game, sick of this game. Stop, what are you doing in a Magic video? This is the #1 Magic fan channel. I love this game. I want people to play it. I want people to get the cards. I want it to be affordable. I want it to be quality. That's what I want, baby. I just want it to be the best because I love it. That's badass. That looks so cool. It looks like a Pokemon. A good Pokemon. You know, back when they were animals instead of robots. I hate that what Pokemon is turning into these days. But that's another video. Oh my God, they don't look like Pokemon anymore. Drive me crazy. Drive me crazy. The new Pokemon game looks cool. I've been playing the best Pokemon game for handheld, the Switch, since it moved away from the Game Boy. There's only one. Garnet! Oh, this was our preview card. We built such a cool commander deck around this. And I don't know if you watched it because it's just a preview video of one card. We didn't get a full deck like we did with Tarkir. So we engineered this really awesome deck. And, people don't really tune in for one card, but you should check it out because we made cool combos, cool synergy. Check it out here, please. It's linked. Give it a watch. It's got, at least look at the deck list. It's good stuff. There it is, Garnet. My favorite crystal gem. You like them all, but what was I saying? Oh, Pokemon. Oh my God. So the only good Pokemon Switch game ever, because screw Scarlet Violet, garbage. Screw the other one, Sword Shield, garbage. Sorry. Best one by far, Legends. Absolutely. And so that maybe will get me to buy the Switch too. All right, we're on this pack 12 pack. All right, are we at $850 minus 66? Not a chance we're at $750. Don't show the price. You're gonna guess. Do you think that we got there? I don't know. All right, I'll guess prices in here. Boom. We got Furion. Sounds like a Pokemon. Furion, I choose you. $10. We got a Promise Fulfilled, which is, God, it's so hard to even see what it is. This is Light Up the Stage. No way. It's foil, though. That's a $10 card. We got Jekt. $6.50. Flips on over to this cool little thing. Mog, a Moogle Warrior. That's a little $6 card, right? We got the Usurper. I hear Usurper of the Throne. $5 to match its 5. Man, that's a hell of a casting cost. Ishtola Rule. This card rules, yo. But it's only like $8. There's our island. Ooh, we got so many vanillas up in here. But this one's the Surge Foil. $30. That was my first guess, right? On the first one before I saw it was uncommon. This one's $30. Show me $30. Omega. I don't think these are worth anything. Still not worth anything. So, oh, that's great art. So cute. Chocobo. Chocobo breeding is a lot like Pokemon breeding. It really is. Sorry I said Scarlet and Violet were garbage, but they really were. I don't want to be that negative, but they really suck. They really suck. Play Legends Arceus. It's so much better. It's just, I wish they had more Pokemon in it. Did we get to $850? Not a chance in hell. I'm going to say we got to $666. I don't know. I wasn't keeping too much track, but $850? $850 We got to $650, I'm gonna say, which is insane by itself. Show me $650. No, of course we didn't get there. You should have picked the PlayStation 5, maybe. But you didn't. You picked cardboard. And so here we are. But you know what? Either way, win, lose, or in between, the Booster Box game, it's just a game. It's just fun. It's supposed to be a fun time for us to hang out, be silly, be a little cranky. I hope you enjoyed your time here with me today. Remember, if you are looking to buy packs of Final Fantasy or maybe just singles, try and spend that money when it is possible, when it is reasonable to do so, at your local game store. You're supporting your Magic community when you do.
Next time on Shuffle Up and Play.
Today, I have brought in CEDH players, but we've built casual decks. I told you bracket 1.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
You said changing the rules.
You texted me. I came up with this content idea.
I thought it was just casual. I
I
don't know
will
it was
find
a
the
firm
text. I
bracket.
took a
Wait,
joke.
what's yours? Is your higher
Mine's
bracket?
bracket 1.
Okay.
You're always bracket 1.
That's fun.
No, hang on. Do you normally just carry a Geiger counter around with you?
Did you buy this from Bethesda?
So, you know,
it's a myth, right?
So it's after you draw. What you do for that is...
Thank you. Sorry. Yes.
Oh, I hate
there
that.
we go.
Oh, I hate that.
That's much better. It makes.
I take 5, going down to...
I
don't know what this is. What are you doing?
It's the tune Take 5. It's a jazz standard.
You got Brubeck.